Anyway, hey, welcome to Geeks by Geeks.
Place where geeks come to geek out. We are about to get hit with a spike ball of doom.
Yeah. Wowie.
We're
Let's go.
playing Mario Party, and I just lost my partner with the first round.
I don't have a partner, so you're better off than me.
You don't have a partner at all?
Nope.
I'm not looking away, so I don't even know what you're doing.
No, I died. If I could have any accent, I would definitely take.
Because this is what we were talking about.
Yeah, prior
between episodes.
we talked between episodes. He said he'd be Australian, and he has an Australian student. You were so close to first.
Who's Shy Guy, and how did he win?
It's Monty Ball's partner.
Blah.
So I like to do a Canadian accent. Like, just
You'd
'cause it's
rather
fun.
be from Canada?
No, I would not like to be from Canada. Being from Canada, I don't see a problem, but like, I don't think I'd want to be from there. You know? Don't you know?
I've heard some people from Minnesota that sound just like Canadians, though.
Was basically the same thing, and I grew up with my family being from Minnesota, so we go visit up there every now and again.
Your family's from Minnesota?
My family's from Minnesota.
You think you know a guy?
They're from I can never remember the name, but it's just so goofy. It's oh my god, what is it? It's Bemidji. I think it's what it's Bemidji, Minnesota, I think is correct.
I have never heard of that, and I worked in Minnesota once.
Let me check it out, but I'm pretty sure it's Bemidji. It's about an hour away from Minnesota, from Minneapolis, and then about 2 shakes away from the Mall of America.
I've been there. I bought some sweet Nikes from Mall of America. They were gold, red, and green. More like dunks.
Yeah,
Just Googling it, you guys, on his phone.
Yes, we're so my family's from Bemidji.
What family?
My grandpa's, who's basically my dad. His whole family was from here, and then they moved to Minnesota to have a farm. And so my uncle Jim and his wife Judy, they lived up in Minnesota, and his best friend also from Minnesota.
You learn a lot here on Let's Plays, you guys.
Yeah. So we went up, and my dad was a truck driver, so we went and visited up in that area all the time. Oh my gosh, another ally for this person. Ridiculous.
How many does he have?
3 allies, and I have 3 allies to my none. But it was super cool because I got to go up there and I got to experience a lot of that culture. But then you get pretty good at the accents because you don't want to make fun of them, but like it's pretty easy to do.
No, I worked up in Minnesota.
Not make fun of
with
them, but like
with a
have
children's theater way back in the day, and I about lost my pants when I literally heard a woman say, "Don't you know?"
Oh crap.
And
well, this is about
I
as
thought that
karmatic
was
as it
just
gets.
made up. And I told her, I said, "Wait, you guys literally say that?
Don't
I
you know?"
thought that was just a joke." And she's like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "You just said a boat?"
You just said a boat, don't you know?
And I couldn't. And they have what they call Dakota kids, which are really like Native American children. Like their ancestors are Native American. But
Okay.
they're from like the Dakotas, like South Dakota, North Dakota. But they call them Dakota kids. Grab the most coin while there's like electric
Yeah,
balls.
basically. And if you get hit by the electric, you lose the coins.
No, per use.
You know,
Okay.
as it goes. I'm ready.
Eleanor Rigby.
Died in a church and was buried along with her
Electrocuted.
name. Nobody can.
What is this man with a... What is this chuckle with a beard?
He's that guy who just stayed out at the bar just a little bit too late and like came into work.
It's like, I'm not buzzed.
Let's look, I
I'm
made
just
it.
drunk.
I made it into work. Don't
Just-
ask questions. 21.
What from
21.
15.
You still did a good job.
I did a good job.
Yeah. So
I did a good
so
job.
Dakotas were basically just Native Americans then?
They called them Dakota kids, and they were all...
Don't you know?
Okay, not all. I don't want to make generalizations, but many of them had like slightly darker skin, slightly darker hair.
Don't you know?
But it's a different world up in Minnesota.
Yeah.
It really is.
But they're really nice people.
Oh yeah, I never met a mean soul up there.
Unless you start talking about Green Bay Packers, and then that might take a little quick.
Yeah, that's with Kansanites against the Minnesotans, and that's just a
that
different
takes a
world.
dark turn up there. But like I think just like I think people generalize too much, and they're like, oh, you can get an alley if you go that way.
But where's the star?
Up there, it's up in the top left corner.
Oh.
I think people generalize.
Everybody does, right?
That like Canada is like super friendly, but like they'll punch you. They'll punch you right in the. They'll knock your lights out. They'll punch your teeth in. But like not because they like want to. They might want to fight. I know, but like I mean they grow up on hockey, so like they're grown to be like I'm gonna cross check you. Actually, I got into a car accident. Fun story. A couple years back, and I went into a ditch, and I had my friends come pick me up, and they come. It's like 2 a.m, and they come and they knock on my window. They go, and I roll it down. I'm in a ditch in my car. I can't get out. We're snowed in, and he goes, "Just out for a rip, are you, bud?"
A rip, are ya?
Just out for a rip. Well, I'm like, oh.
Was bist rip?
So like before, there's this song where they talk about that. It's like, just out for a rip, are you, bud? Just out for a rip. And then I can't say the whole lyrics because, family friendly. But, yeah. So like the first thing he says, I've just gotten into this like car accident. I'm shaken up. I just got thrown off the road. And he just comes up to my window, just out for a rip, are you, bud?
This is where?
This is I was out visiting my buddies in Fort Wayne.
In Minnesota.
No, I wish.
Fort Wayne?
Yeah.
And somebody from Minnesota came out
Just
to
out
Indiana
for a
just
rip, are
to
you,
ask
bud?
you
No.
if you were out for a
He
rip.
was just teasing me.
Ooh,
You
got
know what
robbed.
friends do. You know. Yeah, it was a good time, though. I got into a car accident. It was a good time.
You know, you love when you hit other physical things with
your
the
car. My car's
body
fine.
of your
It's fine.
automobile.
Get
out of here.
I do think. Oh no. Frick.
-1.
I can't get 0. I did get
Oh.
0. Hit the wrong one.
Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, so it's super interesting. I didn't even get to say what I'd pick. If I could get any accent, I would want to do an Irish accent.
Irish?
Because I think I've told the story before, where I got to go on that car ride with the four Irish, the Irish family. There's like 4 of them. For my old boss, your current boss, he sent me out. You gotta figure out what's missing.
Okay. Oh, this seems really simple.
Yeah, it really is.
Okay.
So you have to go in. You have to pick like. They send me out. We're driving. They like go to Chicago. Also really fun accent.
Chicago. Okay, what's him?
I think it's the goldfish.
I didn't see any goldfish.
You gotta pick it. You gotta pick it before everybody else picks it.
Oh, well, before in the practice, they showed you bits and pieces, and you had tons of time.
Oh yeah, no, it's whoever can find it the fastest.
Ugh, okay. Well, that's dumb.
Good call. There's that picture. I was waiting to take it. So we're in the car. We're all riding together, and we're driving back. And he is like talking to me, and we're having a good time. We're having a great conversation. And he basically comes down to like we're talking so long that I start to like bleed into. We definitely had this conversation. It's definitely off camera where like I felt bad because unintentionally I started mimicking him.
His Irish accent.
Yeah, his Irish accent because we're sitting there, we're talking, and
You're talking?
we're just having a conversation, and then all of a sudden I start bleeding and talking like he's talking, and his wife notices at first that I'm doing it, but like it's little by little, and she's like, I don't think you know what you're doing, Sonny, and I'm like, oh, what you mean? And he's like, oh, you think you can make fun of us with an Irish accent, do you? Well, I can do an American accent better than you can do an Irish accent. What's up, dude? And this guy's like 50. He's like, oh, yeah, what's up, bruh? Like, I can do an accent just like he can. So the entire second half of the car ride, I'm over there because his wife, daughter, and son are still obviously like full on Irish accent going like we're talking about like just how weird it is to like look left and right and only see corn, and how beautiful it is in Ireland, and how I have to visit. And if I ever want to go over there, they've got a place for me to stay. I don't think that's true. I think that was just
And not after you made fun of their Irish
no.
accent.
They said this after we were having this conversation.
Uh-huh.
So I spent the whole time it's like, oh, I bet the cottage sounds beautiful. And he's like, yeah, bro, it's super nice. But I think after that whole situation, like I've always,
Ooh, thanks, Golden Dash Mushroom.
it's definitely one of my favorite accents, an Irish
yeah.
accent. Don't ya know?
Don't ya know?
Well, he's definitely got the star, unless he somehow screws it up, like I did.
Once I flew on a flight and I sat I was on the window seat, and the middle seat and the aisle seat were both this couple from Australia. And I talked to them and I told them full out, I'm like, you guys, I just want to talk to you. We were on a flight to Connecticut. And I was like, my main reason is just to hear you speak. And this guy was like, he knew that he was being used, but he just kept talking. He didn't really care. So he talked just
You
to
use
like
me.
collect his
For brand
Australian
development.
accent into my brain, but not that I kept it. Anytime I need to do an Australian accent, I have to sing Chumbawamba.
Oh, yeah, that's actually a really good. Okay, so like there's always the cue up. Like there's a word like, so a lot of people, to do an Irish accent, they have to do the top of the morning to you.
Right.
And then that's when they can get into the accent.
Right.
What is, let's say, so you have to do that song for Australian. What do you do for like German?
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Oh, see, you have like an actual German accent. So like,
Ish. I took German for way too long to not have a German accent, but I don't. I don't have a German accent.
see, I do the super I think.
Fun fact, you guys, if you didn't know, Bowser is actually deriven from böser Hund, which is angry dog, a la German.
I knew
That's
that,
the fun
but
fact.
I was there for that.
I told you that story 18 times.
I
by
was
now.
aware of the story. Okay, so like when I do an Irish accent, when I do a German accent, it's like what they did in like the old like 50s, 60s TV shows where they're like, oh god, what is it? It's like 9, like.
Oh,
Like the super,
like
like-
when they're making fun of Nazis?
Yes, yeah, like angry Nazi German accent. Like that's the only one I can do, and it takes. I'm trying to. There was like a cue up word that I got to keep my
You
star.
got a star?
Here's the fun part. I'm actually also gonna steal a star from Monty Mole.
Please do. And not from Bowser Hund.
I would never steal it from Bowser.
That's not true.
Ooh, what about Russian? How do you get into Russian accent?
Oh, Russian, I think of like a Zarya, or I don't have to think about anything to get into Russian. I just do Russian.
I think you do a rolling R that I cannot.
Just a rolling R, and I frown. I frown my face, and I roll my R. That is
very
that is
grumpy.
Russian.
Russia is angry.
I like to play a game with
Crap! That's not
with
the Thai one.
students called Russian prison, and that is it.
I will move eventually.
You haven't moved in
I
2
haven't
turns,
moved in 2 turns.
and that is hilarious to me.
I need to get off that die, and I know it. I keep thinking about like, oh, I have to stop using this die, and then we're talking, and I just slick right back into it. Teehee.
Ooh, timing is money.
Oh, this is that ground pound one, isn't it? I
do
can't.
know.
I suck at this one. Okay, so like for Russian accents, it's that. Oh, for German, I was trying to see if I could do it. 9 Wiener Schnitzel, 9. It's like it gets super like it gets risky. It's like it's one of those things where it's like I shouldn't be doing that. It's probably gonna be it before we have to cover the episode.
We'll play this game and then we'll cut.
That's what I meant. Like this will. And there goes the bomb.
And this is super random. I'm just like.
Yep, 2
slamming
bombs
the
in a
A
row.
button.
Why not?
Oh, okay. The bomb takes all your money away?
Yep, every single penny. That's why I don't like this one.
That
Of the money games, I don't like this one.
But That's what I like about Mario Party. It's got those ultimately random games.
Because you never know who's gonna
that
win at the end.
just PV you right off, but you have no control. So tell us below in the comments what you love most or hate most about Mario Party while we cue off of this penultimate episode of Mario Party on the Switch.
And also, send us a video on Instagram of your best accent. I'm just kind of curious more than anything.
Please do. Check us out at 4Geeks by Geeks on Instagram or Facebook or wherever you like to listen to us. And we'd love to hear your accent.
Heck yeah. We might even share a couple of them. Anyway, until next time, I'm PK.
I am Bozer.
And you just keep geeking out. Bye.